Hey beauties, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustler TV. Today we'll be doing a lace wig installation, and today's hair is provided by DivasWigs. They sent me over this natural black bob wig, and it is 180% density, and the lace is light brown Swiss lace. And I will be installing this wig today on my older sister, and we'll be doing a bob look, of course. So if you are interested in seeing this tutorial, make sure you guys stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bells. So first things first, I went ahead and bleached the knots on this wig, and I did some more plucking. And now, I already went ahead and had her cap put on, and I added the foundation to her cap, and I'm just gonna jump straight into installing this video. Now, as I'm placing this wig on her head, you can see that it's coming pretty far down. That's because of how her hairline is, so I will have to cut off a lot of that extra lace towards the center of her hairline, so this wig can match her hairline the way it's supposed to and not to be too far down. But before we even get into gluing and cutting down the lace, I'm going to apply that foundation color. I'm using level 15 palette and just taking that darker shade and applying it on the inside and on top of the lace. And now I'm just going to go in with my layers of Beautiful Hustler Lace Matte Adhesive and just get it spreaded all over the cap and the hairline, and just apply all the layers that I will be using. But I think for today's installation, I only use 3 layers. So after adding all of the layers, I'm going to go ahead and begin to pull that lace down into that glue and have her firmly hold it on each side. And like I mentioned before, right now the lace is going to look like it's too far down, but most of that lace that's in the center of that wig will get cut off. It's just that if I did not pull it that far down, then the size of the wig would not be able to fit. And basically sometimes with wigs you have to kind of make it fit. So in this case, you could have done, and I learned this from the hair diagram YouTube, I could have parted off everything that I was going to cut off and just nailed it off, and that's like a little technique that she has on her channel. But I'm just going to glue it down first, and then everything that's not glued or doesn't need to be there, I would just go ahead and razor it off. And now I'm going to go ahead and start slitting that lace up. And I did go up about 1/2 inch because, like I mentioned, I don't want this to be too far down on her hairline. So once I get it to where it needs to lay, then I would just go in with that eyebrow razor and begin to razor off that lace. And as you can see, as I'm razoring off, you can see more of her forehead like it's supposed to be. just going to go ahead and begin to tack down this extra lace that's lifting with the Beautiful Hustler adhesive. And I'm going to just go ahead and repeat the steps, doing the same exact thing on this side. I'm going to razor off all of that extra lace that's not needed in the center of her hairline, and then tack down whatever else is lifting. And now I'm going to go in with my Tresemme holding spray and spray that across the hairline, and then tie that down with the melt belt. So you want to let that pretty much set in for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. But, you know, that compression does get really, really tight. So let's just say about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And then you can go ahead and remove that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and quickly get into the styling process. This is a 10-inch wig, so I am going to cut this bob, you know, short and even. But first, I'm just going to comb out the hairline and apply the wax stick. And I am doing a center part. So I'm going to get my part situated and then begin to hot comb the parting area out, and also part off a section in the back to cover the tracks in the back, and wax and hot comb that section as well. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pull down all the section for my baby hairs. And I'm just going to take some Tresemme and spray it behind that hairline and just smooth that back. And then I will get into cutting and styling the baby hair. And I'm basically going to do this on both sides before I actually cut the bob. And now that all the baby hairs are complete, I'm just going to go ahead and double check my part and make sure it's straight, and then go in with the wax and the hot comb and the holding spray if needed to just get everything super sleek and smooth down. And then once I am done with that, I will, like I mentioned, get into the cutting, and I will be using my scissors to cut the bob. It is going to be a blunt bob, and I'm going to push one side behind the ear. So yeah, stay tuned. Now, when it comes to cutting bobs, there's so many different techniques you can use. Some people will do the razor comb first and clean it up. Some people use the actual like hair clippers. I've actually done a tutorial with the clippers as well. Or sometimes I just go in like I am now and just do hand work with some scissors. So it's just pretty much up to you. But I would show you different ways on how to achieve bob looks using those different techniques. So, but for today, I'm just going to stick with the scissors for this look. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take my flat iron and begin to bump the hair on out. You don't want to bump it too hard, just lightly bump it. And with this bob, you can wear both sides back, or you can wear both sides down, or you can wear one side back, one side down. It's just all on you. But for the finishing look today, I just did one side down and one side back. But before you finish off, you also want to make sure you go back and you double check that the cut is clean, and then you go back in and sleek, you know, any flowers as I mentioned. And I did just add a little clip to the side once I was done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this bob tutorial. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you guys for tuning into IAmBeautifulHustler TV. And yeah, I will see you guys, you know, next time on the next video, so stay tuned.